Well, hello everyone, it's Jim Insignia with Tim Insignia, powered by Keller Williams and Goosehead Insurance. I hope everyone's doing well this July the 1st. It's a Wednesday of 2020. And I hope this video finds everyone safe. I bet we can all agree that the first half of 2020 has been totally crazy, to say the least, and one for the record books. I wanted to talk to you a little bit about our business model at Team Insignia, and wanted to remind everyone the reason I got my insurance license was to be able to better serve our clients and family and friends as well. To be able to offer insurance policies along with our real estate is something that has been really, really good. It's been working really well so far with all the clients we've had since I obtained my license. I really enjoyed learning all I can about insurance, and in doing so, I've learned quite a few things. I have learned that not all insurance companies are created equal, and I'm happy to be working for a broker where we can shop about 30 A-rated carriers versus working for an independent agent like some of the big ones, Allstate, State Farm, Farm Bureau, and such. Those companies generally only have one product to sell you. And if you don't fit right inside their box just perfectly, the only thing they can do to manipulate the price is to cut coverage. And as a homeowner and auto owners as well, those are two pieces of your life that you really don't want to mess with. Those are investments, okay? Especially your home. That's probably one of the biggest investments you'll ever make. And the last thing you want to do is to cut coverage just to save on rate. I will give you a little story about something that happened yesterday, and this is a prime example of why cheaper is not always better. I had a client reach out to us through the website, and they wanted me to give them a quote on their home and auto policies. So as I started digging around and looking at their current policies, some things started to pop up that just didn't really make sense. Now, I will tell you that this couple has a 4,000 square foot house, probably about 600,000 plus. And it's a 2-story house. They've got 2 bathrooms upstairs. And I will tell you that in reviewing their current policy with the company they were with, they had 0 water coverage and very minimal coverages in some other very important places. So as we quoted them out, I like to quote my clients just like I would buy a policy and protect my family. As we were quoting them out, my rate actually came in probably about $1,010 more a year. So I got them on the phone, husband and wife, and spoke to them and started reviewing the coverages and the policy that I had prepared for them. And we got down to the water coverages, and I asked them if they knew that they didn't have these specific water coverages. And they said they had no idea. So I went into further detail to explain what each water coverage meant and what it covered. And they said they had no idea. No one had ever taken the time to explain to them the inherent risks they had by not having those coverages and by cutting those coverages out just to make the rate better. Now, I'll remind you that they reached out to me to try to decrease their rate for the year. When all was said and done and I properly educated them and we had a nice discussion, they ended up going with my policy because it protected them better. And you can imagine having a 2-story house with 2 bathrooms upstairs, and something happens, water overflowed in the toilet, tub, whatever, and they find out too late at the last minute that they don't have the water coverages they need to protect themselves. I'll tell you, insurance is one of those things, people look at it as a necessary evil, and it's not important until you need it. And I will tell you that when you have a water claim that you are trying to do, that is not the time to find out you don't have the right coverage. So if you want to review your policies, reach out to me, okay? It's a complimentary review. You can change it anytime. You don't have to wait until your policy date is coming up for renewal. It doesn't cost you anything to check. And I'll sit down and review your policy and go through the rater we have for all the carriers and come up with the most comprehensive policy that's going to protect you and your family and your investment the right way. The last thing I want to do as an insurance agent is write a bad policy and then get a phone call 3, 4, 5 months down the road asking why they're not covered for certain things, and ask me why I didn't explain that to them. So I'm always going to err on the side of caution and quote you the best policy I can. That's the way we treat our clients, just like family, just like we would want to be treated. Like I said, in the end, they went ahead and bought my policy, and now they're looking at an umbrella policy and looking at some other policies as well. So just goes to show you, as we all know, cheaper is not always better, and typically you get what you pay for. All right, everyone, stay safe out there. We hope you have a great 4th of July weekend. Remember, here at Team Insignia, we're building community and connecting neighbors. Thanks a lot.